Okay children, welcome back to another spooky review. This time it's Metro 2033, like I promised. And this is the first in a trilogy. Hopefully there'll be a fourth one. But 3 games. I think I've played this about 1 million times. I've played it about 8 or 9 times in the original 360 version. This is actually the Redux, or is it Redo? I don't know. I don't think you pronounce the X in a word like that. No, like if an X is at the start of a word, it's never pronounced as X, it's pronounced as Z. Well, redos doesn't make any sense to me. So it's the remaster of. In fact, this is more than a remaster. This has actually been ported over to the Metro Last Light engine, and you have a much better experience. I remember when Metro 2033 came out originally, when I saw it, a trailer for it on Xbox Live, I think it was, just randomly, this game's coming out, and I'm like, what's this? Metro 2033 is a guy with a gas mask in the front cover. Could it be? It's very ominous looking. I doubt it's a game about working in a metro. The 2033 metro station or underground station. If this was made in Glasgow, it'd be Underground 2033, which would sound even fucking worse. But here we are. So then I watched the trailer and it's first person shooter underground game after a nuclear war. I thought, here we go. Mutants, and not just the humans, mutants of all kinds. It's based on a book I found out years later. And I bought that book, and I read it. And yes, there are differences. There's a more of a supernatural angle to the book, but there are supernatural angles to this game as well. Just not as heavily as the book. Some of the characters die in different places. Some of the characters show up in different places. So they've changed it, they've sort of reconstituted it for a video gaming market. It's a surprisingly scary affair. I didn't expect it to be as atmospheric as it was. And I booted it up and it's like, stop, man. And then you're in the midst of a mission when the game first starts. A mission towards the end of the game, might I add. I don't like it when they do things like that. I'd rather things were done on a complete linear path, but there you go, that's what we got. And well, it's a really good opening, so maybe I shouldn't complain at all. So, and yeah, then you go back to the beginning after the first mission. It looks like everyone was tits up in that mission, and then you find out what happens at the end of the game. Obviously, that's kind of a silly thing to say. It's got quite a unique currency system, much like Fallout. It's got bottle caps. You use bullets as a currency in this. And you're probably asking, well, how do you fire bullets and spend them? Well, you get like homemade ammunition, which is not as good. It's not as powerful. You can fire a lot more rounds to kill anything, and it's kind of annoying. But you can swap out the real bullets, but that's your money you're shooting away, so you maybe want to think twice about that. No. I've got, like 600 odd bullets that I found, but you will spend them upgrading your weapons, buying other things like health packs. The game does have regenerating health, but you can also use stims. In the heat of battle, it's quite needed, because you can die very, very quickly in the game. And even then, the animation for healing yourself is quite long. So you can die mid-animation, which is never fun. That's a pain in the arse. So it's an interesting game. It does things a wee bit differently, but it's also got the familiarity of your first-person shooters. It's by no means COD. Don't go into this thinking, oh, I'm going to be playing COD. It's a pure Twitch shooter. No. Speaking of shooting, the guns, there's loads of them. There's handguns. There's pneumatic weapons that you need to pump up the pressure, and the more pressure you pump up, the deadlier the shot and the further it'll go. So beware of that. Because the last thing you want is the middle of a fucking battle and your fucking bullets don't go anywhere. Actually, it's bolts they fire. And you've got shotguns, personal favourite, double barrel, boom boom. Press the right trigger to fire one tube off at a time, or press the left trigger to fire both off at a time like in Doom. Very satisfying. Can be a little inconsistent though, the shotguns. Sometimes they don't land as well as they should. Sometimes even the normal bullets for the normal guns don't land as well as they should. Yes, the AK-47 is in this game. Lovely. Wouldn't be a game set in Russia without one, let's be fucking honest. And they all drink vodka and some sort of tea made for the glowing mushrooms. Again, the glowing mushrooms, very Fallout. Very, very Fallout. Don't know why, but fungi seem to absorb radiation and then glow. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope it is. I really hope it is. That'd be great. You go to fucking somewhere like Chernobyl and there's just a bunch of glowing mushrooms. Don't need nightlights out here. In fact, I don't recommend going there. Too many twats touching things that are highly radioactive and getting fucking like 3 and 4 lifetime doses of the old glow in the dark. No thank you. Stay away. Or you could buy the Shadow of Chernobyl games that are out in the PC. Hopefully the second one will be out soon because they're only available on the PC so far. That's annoying. Going to get them ported, please. You've quite clearly got the fucking rights for it, so get them ported, get them remade in the Stalker 2 engine, and then you have a great time shooting people in the zone. You would think this game's quite similar to Stalker, and it's because some of the people from the company that made Stalker made this. So it's Ukrainian made, based in Russia. And you can have the game played in English with Russian accents. I think the acting's perfectly fine. Some people disagree. You can have it in Russian with subtitles, or if you want to go really fucking hardcore, you can just have it in Russian and no subtitles, but you're not going to have a clue what's going on. So if you're going to do that, maybe do that in a second or third playthrough. There are scenarios in the game that can't all be done at the one time, so this game is replayable. I'll let you find them out on your own. The achievements will actually give them away as well, so don't look at the Chivos if you want any surprises, okay? It's not the longest of shooters either. It's about 8 to 10 hours depending on how crap you are. The story, you are a guy in a metro and there's these creatures called the Dark Ones and you're just trying to figure out how to kill them. That's it. There is some inconsistencies within the story from the first to the second game. In this one, Artyom says, "Oh, I remember nothing of the previous life, the time before the war." And then in the second one, he talks about going to a park with his mum before the war started. Yeah, that's a pretty big fucking oversight, I think, and that really annoys me. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I'm not here for the story. I've said this time and again, I don't play video games for the fucking story. Play it for the experience of killing everything that moves. Okay, good. And there is a secret ending, and how you get that is you need to do good deeds. So you kill as little people as possible. Whenever somebody asks for a bullet or help in any way, give it to them, and you'll get a wee flash of light and it'll make a noise. Interacting with objects like guitars will do the same thing, pianos, just things like that. Just watch what you're doing, experience things. If people tell you not to do something, try doing it and see what happens. You might just get yourself a wee extra point towards that secret ending, which I actually really like. So the game is incredibly grim, but that's kind of the point. It's meant to be. It's claustrophobic, it's dark, it's dank. You can almost smell the damp from the subway tunnels. The underground tunnels probably reek of death, piss and damp. I don't know why piss. Why not jobby? Maybe it's piss and jobby and it's got this big unique smell that just gets you fucking high. God, there are some overworld missions, but you'll need your gas mask for that. But don't worry, the game will give you one. In fact, the game will give you several of these fucking things, because you'll break them. They break, you suffocate and die. You also need to remember to collect these wee puck-like things. Those are your filters so you can breathe, you know what I mean? Run out of breath and you die, and you under the ground you gee, you bastard. Christ, there's even a vehicle section in this where you get to shoot the fucking piss out of everybody, but controls are a bit iffy on that one. Just, you'll die a few times, and you've got nowhere to go. You can't hide, you can't even fucking heal. And then you've got the The mad creatures of the dark. Like your rats and wee stalker things that come out the ground. Then the Nosalis, whatever the fuck they're supposed to be. You've got Watchers that are like giant rat things. They're cool. You've got demons that fly and they pick you up off the ground and slam you into the ground. Yes, wonderful. I don't know how the hell you managed to survive that kind of fall. Because it's on usually solid concrete. Then you've got the fucking librarians. And as long as you look at them, they won't attack you. But how the hell? That's no feasible to not look at them. You need to turn around at some point. Bastards. And there's other things, but I'll not tell you everything, right? It's something for you to discover. There's new things, actually new parts to the level. You'll not know, because unless you played the original, you're not going to know, are you? You can carry 3 weapons at a time. I usually have a pistol. Everything's silenced, by the way. Then I have a pistol, I'll have a shotgun and a machine gun. Or, instead of the pistol, it'll be a pneumatic weapon. That's my wee holy trinity of guns. There aren't that many guns in the game anyway, so you're just gonna have to muddle through and decide what you want to do. Kill everything. Sorry, I didn't. Who said that? Kill them all! Actually, this all rounds up that they had a damn scary game and a damn fine shooter, and I recommend it wholeheartedly. And just see where you're buying the first gen. Just buy all of them and all the DLC. You'll get all the DLC with the Redux pack. So you get Metro 2033 Redux, Metro Last Light Redux, and all Last Light's DLC. I don't think the first game had any DLC. I don't remember it anyway. Third game's got 2 DLC packs. Lovely. Right, I'm going to go and kill more arseholes in this game.